venue or the locale, when these two get together, you know the spirits are going to be flowing the entire high, and these two will be rivals. Glad to have with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval in Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see a participant from last year's play on the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the fifth-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start to drive their own 25. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. It's really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoffs. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top-5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have.
He tosses one down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Peter.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. He'll bring it out. It's Dawkins. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 end zone. The give to the back. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And man, you know this guy dreamed of starting this game off right and running the football and positive and being the guy throughout the day, not coughing it up on the first carry. You're going to have some resilience because he's going to get more totes, and he's got to make sure he's ready for it.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be right out of bounds right at the 25. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Bowie. Dumps it to the back. Intercepted to stop the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I want to talk about versatility at the linebacker spot, and this guy is it. He had 2 interceptions in his last game. That's his first pick in this one. He's good stopping the run. He can go sideline to...
Going the other way, and he's got room. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking to the big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Comes the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Bowie. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Florida! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dawkins. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
The Bulldogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Back open in the middle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Daly. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Rush is on him. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was #1 team you wanted to beat.
Looking to throw again. Gets it out fast. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
No first down. That's fine. We got the completion. We had a successful play. And it sets up now a 4th down situation where, yes, I'm going for it.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Georgia on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to...
Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The snap sets up the throw. Bringing the heat. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath.
Touchdown, Georgia! A great catch and run for 6.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. After getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
You know when you're playing against against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
It's complete to the left. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To throw, it's Bowie. That's caught, it's Shabera. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. The toss to the outside. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Makes the catch. It's Duggar. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires downfield. Caught near the sideline. It's Madison. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Reads it, fires complete. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Gators back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
And the Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Navy was anything but dominant today, but the midshipmen are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark it right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Got his man out of the backfield. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, though.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Caught. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a catch. Converts on fourth down. Is still on his feet.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Gets it out quickly. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw? He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Quarterback adapting. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he's got it! Touchdown, Dogs!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Bowie. Quickly to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Under fire. Got a little space. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Gators lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete to the right. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Listen, at this point, at the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Snap, 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. With the catch, it's McLeod. Just keeps moving. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Bowie. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the grab, it's Duggar. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Gets it to him on the screen. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Close enough for a field goal try, but they want more. Going for it on 4th and short from the 20. The RPO, it's complete. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
Well, Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Back to throw. It's Bowie. He's got it on the move. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run.
Georgia, 14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Georgia.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. First down for this offense. Looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Gators will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Dawkins. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Looking for a big play. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll go to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the comeback is on.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Grab near the marker. It's Duggar. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Bowie. Caught near the sticks. It's Duggar. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And And the Gators with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his man. It's McLeod. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators! As Florida fans like to say, come on, Gators, get up and go. And they're starting to go and run away from the Dogs.
It's great to be a Florida Gator. The Gators showing off the speed now, running away with this thing in the 2nd half. You're just seeing all the talent that they've been able to recruit down in Gainesville.
Yeah, they've been recruiting talent. You think about Steve Spurrier, had such a great run with Florida as a head coach. They're taking care of business today. They're not making this look like much of a rival.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Dawkins. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Finds a spot in the middle. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Georgia! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A quick pass to the left. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Able to run it out to the 28 on first down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Bowie. He's got his man across the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. Quarterback may change this route. Off play action on first down. Got his man downfield. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Here comes the heat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Using his feet to buy time. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Makes the grab on the left. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. Georgia going up tempo.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple of possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Complete to the right. He's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
The only way they were getting back in this game is if they did that. Great job. Huge explosive play by this offense. We need multiple scores. Got to keep the hammer down, but great job making the explosive.
They're working that left side. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Georgia.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Pucks it out of the air. Touchdown, Dogs! And here they come, almost all the way back. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
And it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
And the Gators really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. The play action fake. He's taking the shot. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. How impressive has this passing game been today, and it looks as if it's on the verge of carrying them to a top 10 win.
And how about this passing attack? Doing what you want at will against a top 10 team. This is an impressive display, Palmer, earning that early season, mid-season ranking.
I've loved what I've seen, and they're a top 10 team now, but if they're a team that's going to reach the college football playoff, they're going to have to keep throwing it like this. This dude can play under pressure. Now we've got to see him do it week in, week out against the best teams in the nation.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the toss. Look out, he's got room. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Well, a lot of bad things happening on that play if you're on offense. Because 1, you lost yards, but 2, you ran out of bounds. You got the lead. You want to bleed this clock. It's one thing to lose yards, but stay in bounds. Just go down.
Looking downfield, it's Bowie. A little release to the back. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Madison. It's a fumble. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Bowie. He caught it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 15 to Ball State. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, but here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Glasses will be raised across the Sunshine State, a toast to the Florida Gators who take down Georgia in this rivalry game. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.